Hello everyone, my name is Elle and welcome back to Once Upon a Beauty Time. So today I'm getting into the festive spirit and I'm going to be showing you something a little bit different on my channel. It is a DIY video. I am by no means taking credit for this DIY, as I did source the PDF file from another website, which I will leave linked down below, all of the info and printing kind of specifications as well that I followed. But when I saw this on Pinterest a couple of years ago, I absolutely fell in love with it. It's something that's ultra clean and simple, minimalistic, but it just looks so effortless and chic. I wanted to show you guys how to do it and how easy and simple it is to make something that looks absolutely beautiful. So it is a DIY minimalist advent calendar. I hope you guys enjoy. The Christmas tree has lights behind everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Alright, so we're going to need a couple of things when we're doing this project. The first is a ruler. The next thing that you are going to need is some double-sided tape. Now, if you don't have double-sided tape, you can totally use a glue stick. I personally like using double-sided tape as it's a lot cleaner. I also have a scorer. So what this does is it's going to enable us to make dents in the paper. Otherwise, you can totally just use like the back of the scissors, like this bit here, to kind of really get that nice sharp and folded edge. And I'm also going to be using a craft knife. You don't have to use a craft knife either. You can totally use scissors if you're more comfortable with it. Now, I just got this printed at Officeworks, and it's on a 300 GSM color bind white paper. You can get it on whatever thickness you'd like, whatever color you'd like. You do want to make sure that you get this on quite a thick card. If you get it on something that is a whole lot lighter, just like normal copy paper, it's not going to hold up nearly as well as what cardboard will, especially when we're folding it into little boxes. You want to make sure that they're really nice and sturdy. Now let's get into how we make these guys. It's super easy. You would have done this as a kid all the time in primary school, anything like that. But pretty much we're going to cut out the net of the boxes, glue the tabs together, assemble it all, and then you're good to go. Alrighty, so first up, we're just taking our craft knife or your scissors, whatever you're more comfortable with, and we're just going to be cutting around the perimeter of the net. So just nice and carefully. You may find that you have to go over it a couple of times if you're using a craft blade like myself, because the paper is pretty damn thick. So you want to make sure that the incisions are clean and going right through the thickness of the paper. We're just going to make sure that we're cutting around the little tabs as well. So I mentioned this a little bit before, but without the tabs, we've got nowhere that we can actually stick all the faces of the box together. So make sure that you're cutting around the box, just as you can see there now, because if you cut in it, we've got nothing to use. So before we go and start folding, I'm just going to make an incision just on one of the faces of each of those tabs. So I'm just choosing the horizontal or vertical, whichever way you look at it here. Just taking my knife and cutting it through there. That's going to enable us to fold those boxes together. So now flipping it over, I'm going to take my scoring tool and my ruler, and I'm going to make a mark where I'm going to be indenting. So just marking the ruler and running over the scorer over a couple of times. And this will just make sure that when we go to fold it, it's going to work a whole lot easier and we're not going to bend the paper in any weird ways. Alright, so now we're going to start folding. Now I just like to take 2 fingers along each edge and then use my other hand to bring it over. Then I'm just going to go over with the scorer to kind of cement that fold, and I'm using a pushing and rolling sort of motion. The reason I'm doing this is because I have got black ink on white paper, and if I run it down along in a straight line, I find that the black ink kind of transfers to the white. So if you just do that pressing and rolling motion, you'll be fine. And then I'm just going to pop on some double-sided tape. Now if you don't have double-sided tape, totally fine. Just use a bit of glue and pop some of your tape or glue on each of the tabs. Then all we're going to do is take off the protective layer of the tape and we're going to begin assembling our box. I like to start just one side at a time because if you do them all at once, it can get a little bit messy. So as you can see there, one at a time, and then you've got your finished box. All you have to do now is repeat that another 23 times and you're good to go. So there you have it, guys. There is my Christmas Advent Calendar tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. DIYs are something a little bit different for me, but if you did like it, be sure to give it a double thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.